Evaluate this integral using the trapezium rule with 7 ordinates to 3 decimal places. So the first thing to do is get h. So here the h value. b minus a, well here's b and here's a. So we've got pi minus to 0, b minus a, over the number of intervals. 7 ordinates, so there's 6 intervals. So the h value is pi over 6. So now we can write down our ordinates. We've got 7 of them, so it's x naught down to x6. We need to work out those. So we start from 0. We increment by pi over 6. So the first one will be pi over 6. Then we just increment by a pi over 6. So we can write them all down. 5 pi over 6, and the last one will be pi. Then we need the f of x, the y value, ordinate values, don't we? So y naught, and y1, 2, y3, 4, 5 and 6. So let's just work out those. So the first one, when we put naught in for x, sine naught is naught. Square root of 1 plus naught is square root of 1. So that works out the square root of 1, which is 1. So that was an easy one to work out. When sine is pi as well, we put pi in. Sine pi again is naught, isn't it? We know that. So 1 plus naught again we'll get square root of 1, which is 1. So all we need to do is tap these in the calculator then. So let's do that. Make sure we're in radians mode, which we are. So we go square root. So we'll do square root of 1 plus sine pi divided by 6. Close that bracket. Jump outside the square root. Square root of 1 plus sine squared, wasn't it? So we need to go back in. We need to put a bracket around the sine term here and square it. Bracket and then square that. There we are. That's what we want to work out. Equals 1 point. Now we work. The answer needs to be to 3dp. So if we work to 5, we should have a sufficient margin of error, shouldn't we? So let's do that. 11803. 1.11803. Next one. Now the next value is pi over 2 pi over 6. So we just need to put in a 2 times here. So it's 2 times pi over 6. And then we get the answer 3228, and that 7 rounds up because that's a 5. So it's 32288. 1.32288. Now we'll do 3 pi over 6. So toggle back, change that 2 to a 3, and get the decimal. 41421. 1.41421. 4 pi over 6, let's put that one in. (32287), 32288, isn't it? As before. 1.32288, and then the y5. So we've got 5 pi over 6 now, haven't we? 5 pi over 6. And then we get 11803 as before. 11803. 1.11803. So we've got our values then, we can put them in. So the integral, according to the trapezium rule then, will be, here's the formula, h over 2, pi over 6 over 2 is pi over 12, times the first and the last added together, they add up to 2, don't they? Plus 2 times all the numbers in between. So I'm going to just add them up in my calculator, and then we can put them in here and work out the calculation. So here's the numbers that we need to add up. There's 2 of those, if you notice, and 2 of those, so that makes life a little bit easier. So it's 2 times 1.11803, and then 2 of these plus 2 times 1.32288, that's 2 of those, and this one plus 1.41421 equals, there's the number, so let's put it in here, 6.29603. 29603. So let's times that number which is in the calculator by 2. And we work out this number, then add 2. We've got this whole number in the bracket, times by pi divided by 12, times by pi, and then divide by, and then divide by 12. 3.820, isn't it, to 3dp? 3.820, and that was to 3 decimal places.